SBS reporter Abby Dinham is at a vigil in the outer Melbourne suburb of Berwick, and she joins me now live. Abby, these services are being held across the country.
That's right, Ricardo. It was just earlier today that this Buddhist Sri Lankan temple welcomed the Prime Minister. Tonight it's holding a dedication of merit for the lives lost in Sri Lanka. Hundreds of people are expected to turn out tonight as the Sri Lankan community pull together to support each other in this time of grief. Earlier today in Canberra, there was candles lit out the front of the Sri Lankan High Commission as a dedication to the victims in Sri Lanka, while in Melbourne people gathered on the footsteps of Federation Square holding signs calling for peace in Sri Lanka. A community grieving the loss of hundreds of compatriots killed in vicious attacks across their homeland. Singing the Sri Lankan national anthem in a show of unity. One community member says he lost family friends in the blast at the church in Negombo.
They were here, they are Australian citizens, and they went back about 3-4 years back to look after their mother.
Manik was killed, along with their 10-year-old daughter, Alexandria.
I've known her since she was like 2, maybe 3, which is really nice. And
in Melbourne, they're saying Sri Lanka has had enough of violence.
We don't need any more terrorism, we don't need any more war here, we need peace actually.
This is the first of several planned vigils across Australia this week as Sri Lankan Australians and the wider community come together to support each other in grief and to say no to violence. Prime Minister Scott Morrison today visited a Sri Lankan Buddhist temple east of Melbourne. A colourful ceremony, but with a sombre undertone. The Prime Minister later confirming the deaths of 2 Australians in the attack.
We deeply regret these deaths, and we extend our deepest and most sincere sympathies to the family.
My wife and I offer our sincere and heartfelt condolences to the family and friends of people snatched away in this most cowardly manner.
The Sri Lankan Consul General urging people to not let the terror attacks reignite feelings of division after the civil war that ended just 10 years ago.
They want Sri Lankans to be strong and not to give in to terror attacks or let them be disheartened.
Sri Lankan-born Uniting Church Minister Dev Andarajan says the community must respond to an act of hate with a show of love.
We will not give in to forces that want to divide us on ethnic or religions or other lines.
Abby Dinham, SBS World News.